wherein previously a fair amount of time was spent introducing ourselves. The old Mega Primus. A little bit of preliminary city defense and investigation took place. And a first simulation, as it was confronted with not knowing which parts of the environment explode violently. Here in the cyber future. The adventures continue. Alright, let's see. Give me my graph. A little bit of alien activity around Megapol and around Evenet. Otherwise, the city is quiet. I believe at this early point in the game we're going to be mostly relying on alarms rather than having too many opportunities to get proactive with our investigative efforts. For a day off from a bunch of base facilities getting finished. And our first bits of research have come through. Where these were also seen during the previous session, but they were after the save and the antics which followed the save. Yes, to review, there are mysterious shapes hovering in the sky from which aliens emerge. We want to know more. Let's also put the team to dissecting the wreckage we were able to find. And alright, we have contact. Yeah, one of the Evenet recycling plants. This is the mission that abruptly went wrong last time. This will be different. And so let's see, who would I swap out? I definitely want to bring Baker along, just for the benefits of having our one android active in the field. Over their equipment and see who's most qualified. Or more, I'm looking for who's least qualified so I can bench them and just have them work out for a while. Crunchfist is kind of... Gunner and Dingo, not great. Jurgen is fine. Gaston's reasonably accurate. It's between Donkus and... no, Dingo. Dingo is worse. Dingo stays home. Dingo hit the gym. Baker, get on board. And then, just to be sure, review equipment. Bringing more snipers. Frontline, assaults. Let's see, actually have you just brandish that pistol directly and bring more ammo for it, since we have plenty to go around and you have your fearsome robot strength. And then, yeah, the heavy is just a belt of each flavor. And everyone's wearing the full suit of body armor. And yeah, Jurgen is also aboard. I figure part of risk management for this that'll be useful is if I try to limit myself to just the capacity of the one vehicle rather than multitask and throw everyone along. Put that hard cap on how many of my resources are at risk at a given time. I've also heard people corroborate a mechanic that I'm not sure if I mentioned it during the last session or not, but so the Football League, the zero-gravity, high-tech, cyber, sport ball, if you befriend them, you will get more human recruits available in the pool as various athletes decide to sign up. So I may budget to bribe them a little. Alright, get us all set up and then we'll be underway. We're also now with this 12-person composition. 4 groups of 3 seems pretty straightforward. The 2 teams of rifles, the team of heavies. And the snipers at the back. Or instead, I might rebuild Jurgen as another close quarter specialist. You know, for next mission. For now, he'll keep the big-ass autocannon. These two, just 2 partners. They have to stick together. And this time, we've started at the other end of the map. So to review, previously I learned that these are highly explosive objects. These are high-tech cyber barrels of the future. They blow up real good. And now, being as we are in the future, aim to be the slightest half bit more careful about deployment. get methodical with this. More ambitious environments in Apocalypse. I mean, make it something that would even more benefit from having a 3D engine to work with. You could probably look over and parse all this structure. Look like they're even doing the positional audio thing. The whole procedural. Now, very carefully, we open up on this first worm. For example, like, okay, so we spotted another hostile. The camera was told to center on where. Okay, it's right there. That little smudge. Also, Jurgen's already hit. Good job, Jurgen. You take cover. You go fast now. Jurgen, do not make us look bad in front of the recycling company. I'll pull you back onto the platform. And hello, Brainman. He's just out for a jog. Let's see. Okay, yep, people managed to dispose of that worm. There's just this jaunty fellow left, so, yeah, go get him. Where did that land? We have an active brain pod situation. Team, please. Alright, at least we took out the shooter. Team, come on. Alright, rescued. We at least have an adequate window of opportunity to break those off of someone before they get taken. Alright, the enemy's just coming out to us today. I do not need to worry. It is delivery. You go back upstairs then. We've also picked up among lessons learned from last session that the multi-worm does have a projectile attack. The big worm. Oh, you just relax over there. Can at least pin you down in a bit of a crossfire. Yeah, the nature of the whole pseudo-real-time parallel movement system can make it weird to judge how quickly people can get things done. What actions are on the table or not. Hold on. What's causing wiggling here? You're bleeding. We need to maybe figure out how medkits work. Have that in hand. And you're fine now? Maybe? Jurgen? It's not complicated, it's just paste. Just apply the paste. Just smear nano goo all over the wound. It does not take a doctor. The goo is the doctor. Could be that he just needs to spend an amount of time in order to finish medicalizing. We'll see. For now, we at least have a bit of a kill zone formed around these worms. It seems like he's fine now. Ongoing splorching noises beyond that wall. Anytime you're ready. Come on out and say hello. Hi, little fella. There's this small creature. Quick is what he is. And explosive. Alright, maybe that's what it was. I didn't notice this grenade beast getting thrown at me. Duff. Take your medicine. And also jog on back to the reserve line. Since that whole archway seems to be coming down. Look out the worm. Please, this fella. Alright, that raid went much better. Congratulations on your promotion, Sharkman. So we walked out of there with just 2 wounded. Where we have 2 folks available on the bench. We're still largely in good form. There's that other alarm. Dingo and Yamashita tag in. View everyone's ammo situation. And off we go. Responding to sighting. over at Judgment Central. Don't get hurt, folks. Sound advice. What we're getting into with this building is perhaps that actually it's very flat map, at least. Court might not be very complicated. Some basement. All of my teams are on the main floor. And there's just, or actually looking at this is, alright, this is a small prison. Is the idea here, so, or maybe it's a dormitory? No, I'm thinking more prison. The reinforced doors and the judgment. Little security station up there. I get myself into an advantageous position. Like there's plenty more map that way. What causes this side to link up there? Is this just a corridor right through? Like it? Bring this team over. Join the rest of the crew. Gotta orient myself. So we have some scorching noises from off in that direction. These sounds probably corresponds to an enemy unit type. I think I want to send half of the team upstairs and look over the catwalk, and then if it's secure, there's nothing hiding in the upper cells, then they can provide cover as we move over to elsewhere. Moving on up, team. Alright, we got basement worm. And second basement. So we got worms in the basement. That seems to be the heart of the problem. XCOM Janitorial Squad. Sanitation is Earth's first line of defense. Don't get gunked. Stay clean. Nothing behind this door. Just an exit. I could have people stand on these benches. Innovation. Alright, we have contact. Welcome to the other half of the map that is a bunch of weird windy corridors. Guess I'll have Baker's team take a look at the basement. Also looking at it now, yeah, these are doors, so I could have also sent that team going this way. There's a whole direction not actually accounted for in my movement plan. Basement seems to be clean now. That door just leads to this bathroom. Oh, hello. You are, Is this some kind of meat barricade? What am I looking at here? Does it move? It looks like it's just some kind of stationary biomass. In which case, it may be time to learn about grenades. Give myself an amount of time. It might be a lot. I also don't know how large the explosion will be on this, It will be that large. Okay. Pretty reasonable. Now, what did that accomplish for me? He would appear to have not uprooted the biomass. Tough stuff. It's reinforced alien meat. Couple bullets deal with it. Sharpshooters into the cafeteria. Team 3, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with you. Want to open this door, maybe? Check for worm? Still plenty of splorching going on somewhere. Spotted something coming up from the basement, the other half of the basement. Oh, light him up. Alright, so now having seen this bit, this seems to be a fully featured police station, and we just deployed into the lockup. The splorching's a bit much, yes. Admirable that they tried giving you audio cues that tell you things you can't see. But, yeah, it's constant meat sound. This door, individual stalls. Sharkman! That was not according to instruction. You will be getting such a write-up. Now swept most of the building here. All that's left is whatever is in this main floor pocket. Which, as far as we've seen, is just that one guy. Oh, good. There's more basement. Oh, good. There's our suspect just hiding in the corner. Oh, goodbye. Hopefully that was the last of them, and we'll soon get our notification. Yeah, that? How about it, man? One more worm in the basement. Pull another team or two down here. And start shooting. Hopefully they're just losing and reacquiring the same worm over and over again. Oh, there was a door in here. Somehow that was overlooked. Your vision doesn't always update right away when you get sight of a new thing. To some degree, there is still turns occurring. So there's some things that refresh every so often. Well, we do at least have abstract map view. Look how fast those little fellas are. You might want to be ready to intercept there. Because the worms are here. Got a bit of a scuff, you're fine. Leaving the one multi-worm. Please go easy on the explosive ammunition. What are you even shooting at? Calm down. Go over here. We at least have it surrounded. Apparently none of these are valid. How far can you throw this thing? Come on. Come on, what did it? Use your arms. There. I think they've got this. Or at least nearly. Come on, have this. Do not be had by it. There. Successful raid. More slight injuries. But otherwise, team is fine. And we have researched the biotransport module. This is it's a vehicle equipment block, 2x2. Equip it, and that vehicle can bring home prisoners. Look at that man. So conveniently, that will fit right here in this vacant spot in our Valkyrie. Setting its synth mesh when we have 10 personnel left in full working order. Let me find who spent their grenades and replenish those. And I think furthermore, in recognition of those doing alright for themselves, roll out a second anti-personnel grenade. So I say that as though they had any confirmed kills beyond, okay, they work, I threw them, they blew up. No way of knowing how much damage they successfully inflicted. They happened. Grenades exist. Confirmed. Fucker one. Have at it. Yeah, may as well have meaningful, systematic names on saves if we're going to be making them more routine to make up for the absence of an autosave. Or henceforth, the like 1 or 2 ground missions that happened before during the previous session, the ones that didn't need to be wound back, those are now negative mission 0 and so forth. Those are before times. Also, hold on, what's civilian car trying to give me guff? Oh no, our driver is taking pot shots at known cultists. So rude. Alright, here we are at the Karpov building. I'm to investigate. I suppose Baker is always going to be a rookie unless, well, actually I'm not sure if robots won't gain skills by training, but promotion is usually separate from training. We'll see. And promotion is usually bottlenecked by raw soldier count overall as an organization, so who knows, maybe waiting for some good opportunities before we can really open up. And wow, 8 layers tall. I would really hope that we don't withhold promotions from our synthetic personnel. Fine officers. How many of these layers up is the door? So hold on, if the building just stops here... Ah, there we go. It's like the whole main body of it is raised up from the ground. So there's a pocket underneath it. Good day, civilians. Income. There we go. There's the main. There's the main level. Get the team situated in the lobby, and then we'll sort out what to do. First, we look around, see if there's anybody in the library. As usual, the sheer presence of unharmed civilians provides valuable intel. No signs of hostile presence surrounding the books. And that is the back of the map. Let's see, we got this elevator column all the way up to the top. And the stairs are leading down into the whatchamajig, and contact. Open fire. Baker, chase him down. Alright, so there's the one of him and a worm, so it's plausible that there's more of them over in this wing. Bring the assault team over. Keep some people watching the elevator, for lack of a better word, the grav tube. Conference room here. Suspect sighted. Take him out, Baker. 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 Baker, get out of there. We need a factory reset on Agent Baker. Baker is facing technical difficulties in the field of battle. Civilian, please vacate the area. We are in fact not liable for any damages to your person. Alright, very good. Acceptable outcomes all around. Baker just need to spend some time in the shop. Just while we're looking around here, go ahead and just buy a shitload of additional supplies. Yeah, I already made sure to buy all the ammo available this week. Weekday. These refresh at different amounts of time. Hopefully daily on the consumable stuff. We have perhaps some new artifacts? Maybe just bulk material. We have results. Sitting at a comfortable 500 points. And we have our bio module ready. Slap that in there. Now equipped to take prisoners. Now, there are some things that we can manufacture and sell for profit. I'm firmly aware of the one that is rated best. Not sure how soon we get access to anything that's profitably saleable, though. We'll see. Also, let's see. I was here looking for a firing computer. Medium weapon control. Put in an order for one of those. And our research report on UFO Type 1. Meat. Contains strange layer of meat alloy, which does not explode on contact with portals. Hiding at a Marsec arms factory. Actually, no, I'll let Doom carry on as a marksman. Seems to have pretty good standard accuracy. And also, I need to keep using multiple flavors of ammo. Over-reliance on one will end poorly. Really, I should try to get more autocannons. The fact that there's 3 flavors of autocannon food means that has the largest overall supply on the market. So let me hand out a stun grapple. Since we now have the capacity to take prisoners at all, we may as well. Yeah, map's been a very variable rudeness. There's a lot about the mission that could be good or bad. We won't know until we just hit the field. Alright, just some heavy machinery there. Also, yeah, if there's any quality evidence that happens to be laying around, suspicious materials that we may have to seize for investigative purposes. Right. Tread very lightly. Weapons factory. Welcome to Gun Fortress. At least there's our connection point. And let's see, we got... Does that lead to the basement? Or... what's above this gravity tube? Whatever it might be cannot yet be seen. Did it link into this office, maybe? This bridge? Supervisor's quarters here. So I believe that, orb man over there is no statue at all. I think that's an employee. Sighting somewhere. Trust us, there's an alien. Okay, over here. Aim carefully. That's just the exit. And here's the washroom. I'm not even sure which sort of creature. I guess that's probably just worms. In which case, open up. And good. I guess we popped a big worm. Also, I guess, up until this point, I've left everybody in snapshot, so we were not seeing the full rate of fire of any of our weapons. The M4000 and our autocannon are capable of putting quite a lot of bullet towards the enemy. Oh, Brainman. Stay safe, folks. Got the snipers up in position. No, no, no. No, that's not at all what I want you to do. You just stay right where you are. Yeah, but the auto fire seems to be firmly dissuading them from trying to take this corner too sharply. How would you like a free sample of the local product? These factories are built tough. It's afraid. It's fine. Also, let's see if any of them reloaded. Maybe one of them has spent a full drum of ammo. Time to pursue. Got chunk out of the conveyor belt. I'm not sure how to parse some of what's going on with this factory floor. Let's fucking stand on the belt. That's maybe the best way to cross the room. I think there's supposed to be a catwalk here, though. That looks like a railing. Just not able to see the rest of it. Your units do a lot of wiggling. Yeah, there we go. There's some stairs. And a glob. Another one of these biomasses. Priorities, people. £104 points. Alright, not bad. And perhaps with that, so I don't see that factory was over here. This little fellow just tucked away. Specimens, you say? Alright, all dead. Still though, we have things to dissect. As is customary. There's research to do. So we conclude the first day. That is definitely something that we'll put on this, well, actually, the execution of that day went pretty smoothly. For the most part. But yeah, pacing is weird here in Apocalypse. seems like the events are much more high density with respect to your timeline, which creates the sense that there's much higher potential to get, like, locked down and overwhelmed, especially since the city is such a complex system of interlocking parts. How much would it cost to bribe the Grab Ball League? 15,000 bucks. Be it noted. The budget for football. I can get myself to, like, around double this number of personnel, and that'll probably feel pretty safe. So let's see, just review our big picture scorecard here. 700 points. And I'm just gonna pop out of there and head to the old UFOpedia. Would like to remain aware of the table. Alright, so playing on medium. The first better than basic alien gear will roll out when we hit 1,000 points. So already within 1 day of operations, we are close to seeing a bit of escalation. Where, alright, so we had previously achieved day 2. And we have studied the launcher. It's a shark, but a gun. Not useful to replicate, even if it were possible. Knowing our enemy here. Speaking of, let's crack open this basic anthropod. And I will, over time, look into expanding our laboratories. Mostly the thought there was that I could buy another building and have it be our primary lab complex. Just like some of the other places, like in particular, I feel like I was eyeballing, not you, like this thing, yeah, this warehouse out here. This would make a fine R&D slash machine shop. Expedite things temporarily, I could just slap more basic lab into this base. Five days. We have a couple of soldiers available, including a hybrid. Ooh, or no, that's a robot. Another robot. Just that. Robothad. We'll have living quarters available tomorrow. And then for that hybrid, we'll be able to feel the proper, good number having psychic. That might help. And Gaston has recovered from his wounds, so aboard you go. Right, likewise, food cart. As we have an incident in the robot slums. We have the launchers in storage, even though they're useless to us. They're just now officially on the inventory count. Perhaps, if desperate, one could employ them as clubs. Just another day in Lovecraft Block. Alright, so at least looks like we have ourselves a nice wide open field to work with. And we've already deployed to the full width of the map. I dislike the lack of heads up about your deployment zones. It is also a nice change of pace from the usual formula to have your team spread out initially, to have some degree of positioning covering ground. Bomb dog. Whatever these are called, I don't like them. take it out before it gets anywhere near the team. I said before. Guys. Guys, come on. Maybe have some members of the squad try to scatter. Good luck, Mufa. Alright, he's fine. Get your nano goo. Scuffed your arm, but it's okay. And meanwhile, they dealt with that spitter. Also, of all the games in this series that would benefit from two-click movement, so yeah, these things kick up smoke clouds as they run. Good. You've successfully medicated. Sharkman is dead. Alright, I have a new least favorite enemy here of the early game of... Man, the enemies in this are not good. Brain pods were already rude enough. Brain pods you can at least intercept. Wait, under fire from what? Who's still here? Okay, an additional slingman. You have these alleged stun grenades. See how they perform. They release a warning stench. And I think the suspect has gotten away from us. There you are. Explosive autocannon. It's okay. It performs. Lovecraft block. Freeze upstairs for one of these. Boris, you're in. Install that tomorrow. And our research on the other UFO. Meat. And that's all the physics research we're aware of at this time. Mostly bio stuff. And it's that time of night for UFO raids. Over there. 2 over there. Just 4 meat ships. scramble our cars. See what we can do. Got bikers away. And meanwhile, just while we're here, let's get Boris equipped. The old mind bender. How many med kits for you? Bender and a sidearm. Good, police are engaging. Want to keep vague track of where they're going. Activity at Parallax Tower there. Have any of my cars made contact? Yes. What is left of that wave? Nothing. Those two are gonna get away. You, though, should be able to deal with you. And we're at least managing to do this at an altitude where nothing's getting caught in the crossfire. Yet. Okay, we managed to shoot down one thing. The police actually got the last hit in on it, so on paper, we did nothing this raid. Fortunately, the graph at least indicates that our ground operations were successful at curtailing alien activity. We're doing alright at cleanup. Also, let me go ahead and check here. More Phoenix hover cars on the market. But not get any new storm dogs. Incident at government office. This is important. Yeah, may as well just take some people off the recovery bench and just get in there. Put on a good show for the Senate. Not afford to look bad in front of the cyber mayor. And furthermore, let me go ahead and check the market for something. Alright, for one, I can sell these launchers. That's nice. Just throw those out there. And yeah, no medkits are available right now. We bought all the medkits. Nobody has any medkits. Take these fire bombs. Your new partner. Jurgen is still out of commission. You escort the rookie. Take the new kid and show him how we do things here. Hmm? 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 That's, why am I seeing this occur in a Steam port? Dust. It's wrapped in a DOS box that's supposed to... This came on a CD? Well, I suppose it would. By 97, everything was discs. This had material that what needed the CD to be in. The CD that doesn't exist. This is purchased from ye modern digital distribution platforms of the future. The imaginary disc fell out of the emulator. How did this happen? How did this not happen sooner? XCOM? Next time, I'll load that save and see if this happens. I'll do that off camera, see if there's some sort of more persistent problem. But XCOM.